On August 22, 2022, shares of semiconductor company NVIDIA, NVDA 2.08%, declined for a second straight trading day, continuing the post-earnings sell-off that started on August 19, 2022. Let's find out what happens as we discuss NVIDIA stock sudden fall. What exactly happened? NVIDIA stock price down. Due to high prices, weaker demand, COVID lockdowns, and supply chain restrictions, NVIDIA stock has been under pressure this year, plummeting 55% since January 2022. In the past 6 days, NVIDIA's stock price has dropped up to 24% as a result of quarterly results that were below expectations due to a slowdown in PC and gaming sales, negative revenue guidance, and U.S. restrictions on the export of AI chips to China. NVIDIA stock sank 2.08% for a second straight trading day on Monday, continuing the post-earnings sell-off from Friday, and it's causing the NVIDIA stock to decline 2% as of Monday at 1:30 p.m. ET. When NVIDIA revealed last week that second quarter revenue had increased just 3% year-over-year and profitability had plummeted 72% to just $0.26 per share, it alarmed the semiconductor industry. And to make matters worse, NVIDIA's stock price prediction for the third quarter, saying $5.9 billion, would fall short of estimates by $1 billion. The good news is that NVIDIA reports progress in removing obsolete inventory and hopes to get at least profit margins climbing again in the third quarter. This platform is not intended to serve as a substitute for the advice of a professional financial advisor or as a planning or investment tool. When investing, always conduct your research. After the chip manufacturer disclosed additional limitations for shipments of its processors to China that might cost it as much as $400 million in quarterly sales, NVIDIA's shares fell by close to 12% on Thursday. NVIDIA stock's decline negatively impacted shares in the chip industry on Thursday. Talking about the negative impact, you're negatively impacting our channel if you do not hit the subscribe button. Recently, the PHLI Semiconductor Index fell by about 5%. The decline is related to a Yahoo Finance article that might have alarmed investors. To challenge NVIDIA's dominance in gaming, Intel has launched a new line of ARC graphics chips, according to Yahoo technology reporter Daniel Howley. The South China Morning Post also announced that Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, or SMIC, has made a technological advancement in the manufacture of semiconductor chips in China on the morning of August 29, 2022. The newspaper claims that SMIC has improved its ability to make 7-nanometer semiconductors. Furthermore, SMIC did this without using the most cutting-edge production tools that U.S. export laws prevented it from using, reducing the size of these transistors from 14-nanometer to 7-nanometer faster than Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing and Samsung did. Nothing in this video should be taken as expert financial advice. Do your research before investing. Not only has Intel challenged NVIDIA's dominance in gaming by launching a new line of ARC graphics chips, but the U.S. government stopped them from selling its products. This we will discuss shortly. With China being the second-largest market for NVIDIA processors globally and expected to generate $7.1 billion of the company's $26.9 billion in revenue in 2021. According to data from S&P Global Market Intelligence, NVIDIA now has a rival that the Chinese government will support. The U.S. government is preventing NVIDIA from selling its A100 and H100 high-performance AI servers processors in China and Russia, according to a filing with the SEC on August 31st. With $3.8 billion in revenue in the June quarter, a 61% increase on year, NVIDIA's data center business, which includes A100 and H100, is one of its fastest-growing segments. NVIDIA anticipates losing $400 million in potential China sales in the current quarter instead of the $5.9 billion previously expected. Although the U.S. government is preventing NVIDIA from selling its high-performance AI servers, NVIDIA controls a large portion of the market for online gaming. Let's discuss this later. To lower the chance that the Chinese military will employ NVIDIA's goods, A new license will be required for future shipments to China, including Hong Kong. The U.S. government claims that AMD and NVIDIA graphics chips can be exploited for military purposes, such as facial recognition and weapon development. The U.S. government is trying to prevent NVIDIA from bringing in chips that can be weaponized or bombs in the guise of chips. However, analysts believe the USG is fully aware of the critical strategic importance of NVIDIA's accelerated computing platform to the global tech industry. While there are potential near and intermediate-term risks from the export ban, NVIDIA is working closely with the U.S. government to navigate the situation. Harlan Soar, an analyst at J.P. Morgan, said in a note, "Because of the growth of NVIDIA's cloud business, analysts are generally optimistic about the company's long-term prospects. With 20 million members to its cloud gaming service GeForce Now, NVIDIA already controls a large portion of the market for online gaming. In the long run, the cloud gaming sector, worth $22 billion by 2030, can significantly increase revenue." Raj Mishra thinks, "Stock market doesn't only teach you how to make money, but it also teaches a lot about life, patience, persistence, and wisdom. Our content is for informational purposes only. Do not misconstrue any of our materials or information as legal, tax, or financial investment advice. Always endeavor to do your research before making any investment." The average price target for NVIDIA stock is $235.93, with a high forecast of $370 and a low forecast of $150 per share. Based on 52 Wall Street analysts who have provided stock ratings for NVIDIA, 82% of analysts, including Trust Securities and Barclays, are currently recommending buy, and the remaining 18%, including Wedbush and Braid, are recommending hold. You're certainly wondering what happens if NVIDIA doesn't recover from this sudden fall, and their prices keep fluctuating. This is why we've made a video on that for you. Watch what will happen to NVIDIA stock shares, while NVIDIA earnings keeps fluctuating.